Okay, so I don't really get out to a lot of open mics anymore, and I haven't really done comedy much. I wrote something today, and I'm gonna have to like half read it because I'm unmotivated, and I just have it written down. So I don't know if any of you have ever done this before, but when I was in high school, or even up until a couple of years ago, I used to do a hobby a lot that a lot of people are into called watching television, and I don't do that so much anymore. Where was I? Oh, this is bad. Okay, so I usually just watch sports on TV or Netflix or listen to podcasts or radio shows, you know. And, what am I doing? A common trend in my viewing habits on television shows is blank goes to blank to investigate blank. For example, blank goes to blank to investigate blank. Whatever, I don't know what I'm doing. Needless to say, I was a big fan of the Sci-Fi original series. One show that I used to watch was Ghost Hunters. I used to love watching ghost, cryptid, monster, supernatural stuff, you know. Supernatural is a favorite show of mine. That's a really good show. It's like, you know, scripted and all, but what isn't? It's, anyway. Where was I? Oh, one night I remember when I was in high school, it was like Halloween, and there was a Ghost Hunters live coming on, and I was over at a friend's house, and I looked at the time, and I was like, I gotta go, and I ran out. Ghost Hunters live is on, and everybody else expected me to come back in, and I never did. I just went home. And I watched Ghost Hunters Live, which was co-hosted by Josh Gates that night. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Josh Gates or Destination Truth. That was one of my other favorite shows, where a team of people would go out and investigate strange happenings in the world. You know, monsters, ghosts. Sometimes they'd be like in haunted, like ancient burial grounds and stuff like that, and sometimes they would be in or like searching for like any kind of monster, you know, Sasquatch, El Lobazon, El Nahuelito, Mokele Mbembe, even my favorite cryptid as far as the story goes, Mothman. Which is one that I've done extensive research into. So, Josh Gates is a very likable, charismatic guy. Got a really good personality. He's really good at hosting a show. So, Josh Gates would be he like the show. It lasted like 4 seasons. Destination Truth did, which was really good. I liked it, and then it got canceled. And then years later, I'm talking to a guy at work, and he says that Josh Gates is on this show called Expedition Adventure on the Travel Channel. And I'm like, oh, I'll have to watch that, you know, because I love Josh Gates. And, just a shadow. I gotta do something to my nose. Nah, it's just a shadow, I think. I'm not used to having a beard at this length. This is weird to me. So Josh Gates did this show called Travel Channel called Expedition Adventure, which was really, I don't know, like all of a sudden they were saying that it was going to be Destination Truth again. So I started watching one night, and it's Travel Channel Expedition Adventure presents Destination Truth. And I start watching and I'm like, wow, they've gone over this monster before on a previous episode. And I Googled it and I found out that it was literally just an episode of Destination Truth. They just put the Travel Channel Expedition Adventure at the beginning of the episode. I didn't know they could do that with shows. But they did. Like, could you imagine if you're just sitting around watching a TV show? It's like, oh, I can't wait for this new episode of Kevin Can Wait. My eyes are getting weary. My back is getting tight. I'm sitting here in traffic on the Queensboro Bridge tonight. And I don't care, 'cause all I want to do is cash my check and drive right home to you. 'Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you. Okay, now if you're not laughing, if you don't get it, just turn it off now. Or if you get it, turn it off now, right? I'll explain for those of you who don't get it, because that's a funnier joke than you think. So, there was a show called King of Queens with Kevin James. And Kevin James recently had this show come out called Expedition Adventure. Kevin James goes and searches for monsters in the wild. Can you imagine how that would turn out? I'm daydreaming now. But, Doug Heffernan gets off of his job at IPS to go search for monsters in New York. The Montauk Monster, you know. So, anyway, Kevin James came out with a show after King of Queens was over called Expedition Adventure. Kevin Can Wait. And he goes out and they have like this. It's good, you know, it's good enough. I like the first couple episodes, and then like Leah Remini guest starred, who was Carrie on King of Queens, and she, like, they had such good chemistry and all because they'd been on a sitcom together for like 9 years. So Kevin James got the lady fired who was on his new show so that he could replace her with Leah Remini. So basically, Kevin Can Wait is literally becoming the King of Queens, and I want to watch it, but also I feel like I'm just going to watch it, and it's just going to be an episode of King of Queens, just like Expedition Adventure and Destination Truth. Full circle. Now you should be able to get it. If you don't, you just don't know what funny is. I mean, that's because that's hilarious to me, right? All right, bye.